So it's week 2. How did I do on my second week of Zepbound? So I know that's what you're here for, so let's get right into it. So let's go with the starting weight. On January the 23rd, 2026, I weighed in at a whopping 309 pounds. But 1 week later, on Zepbound, I weighed 299.4. So that was almost 9 pounds that I lost, a little over 9 pounds that I lost. And this week, this morning when I got on the scale, 296. So that was an additional 3 pounds. So I'm down about 13 pounds since the 23rd of January. So, how did my week go? I found out some interesting things. And I have some notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's why. So the first thing I noticed regarding Zepbound, Zepbound does decrease your appetite. It does turn down the hunger signals. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't get rid of your habits that you had before you had Zepbound. It doesn't get rid of those bad habits that you have, eating when you're bored, eating for comfort, eating because there's something going on in your mind. So that's what it doesn't do. And I did struggle with that this week. There were a few times where I went to the refrigerator or went to my pantry looking for something to eat, and I'm like, I'm not even hungry. Why am I here? So for those of us who have tried so many other countless weight loss programs or journeys, I've done them too. Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, keto, Mediterranean, carnivore, fasting, just working out, the smoothie cleanse, keto again. I've tried them. I've done all of those. I was successful, and then once I got off or stopped, I went right back to my old bad eating habits again. So that's one thing Zepbound doesn't do. So it does help you in terms of calming the food noise down, and it does decrease your appetite. But for me, week 2, I found that I struggle with the behavioral loop that I have to work on. So the other thing too that I noticed about Zepbound is that my taste for my regular go-to foods, I love hot and sour soup. And last Friday, I went to go get me some hot and sour soup, and I said I'd buy me my one container. Normally I get 2 when I was, before Zepbound. This time I got the one container. I figured I could eat the tofu and drink the broth, and that would help me, when I had that little hunger pain. I tasted this soup, the same restaurant that I've been going to for years. I couldn't eat it. It had the weirdest taste. I was like, what is going on? I cannot eat this. I tried to eat something else. What was it? I made some waffles for my son for breakfast one morning. And I always take one little waffle, like I cut it up. I always take one little waffle. I put it to my lips, tasted the syrup, and I could not. It was just like, ugh. I cannot do regular sweets. Now I can do fruit now. I mean, I always can do fruit, but fruit seems to, if I want something, in my mind says you want something sweet to eat, berries like strawberries, blackberries, bananas, oranges, that seems to curb my appetite. So that's one thing that I need to come to terms with, because that's a behavioral loop that I need to break. And for me to be successful with Zepbound, I need to come to terms with that. So it's just not enough to be on Zepbound to lose weight. You have to change your behaviors too. And if you're like me, who've had ups and downs with weight loss journeys and everything, and why we haven't been successful is because we have a behavioral loop that we have to address it. So that's one thing that I found that I have to work on is, I'm not eating. I should not be eating because I'm bored or for comfort or because I have something on my mind. So I'm going to try to incorporate like chewing gum or trying to do something else constructive if I want to reach for, something out the refrigerator. I have had some non-scale victories. such as I have this rule of thumb, and this is since all of my weight loss journeys, that the largest size in my closet is the largest size. If I get any bigger than that, I'm not buying any clothes. And so, obviously, being 300 pounds has been the heaviest weight I've ever been in my entire life. And so 90% of the clothes in my closet did not fit me. Now I could get them on, but they felt like they were strangling me. Or if I went out in public, it was like, God, I can feel it. I was always adjusting and pulling it down or something. Or I would just wear sundresses, but it's wintertime, so can't wear sundresses in the wintertime. Doesn't seem right. Something's wrong with me. And then with my feet being swollen, I would wear my Birkenstock. So yeah, I was a hot mess. So now I'm able to put on like this one shirt that I bought. I'm able to wear it. I feel comfortable wearing it. I'm able to bend down and put my shoes on without feeling like I'm about to pass out or start wheezing. So there's that. And then I'm starting to notice a little bit of my face. Now I am the type of person, you will see the weight loss in my face before you'll see it anywhere else. When I gain weight, it starts from the bottom up. When I lose weight, it's from the top down. That's just me. So I did take, oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, last week was constipation and heartburn. Oh my Lord. I did end up taking the Mago 7. I actually had to take it for 2.5 days before I was able to get some relief from the constipation. And the heartburn, of course, was I had something with some onions and spices in it, and that heartburn was horrible. So that two things that I learned, regarding constipation: drink a lot of water, get more fruit and vegetables in me, and fiber in me, and then I need to watch for my acid reflux, because I did have my gallbladder removed, but I still get, heartburn. I'm also post-menopause, so I'm still having some effects of that. If you know, life be life in with menopause and perimenopause. Also, real quick, I am 57 years old. I'm 5'9", and like I said, and I am post-menopause, so I'm still dealing with the residue from that. But other than that, I am satisfied with what's happening with me. No adverse. Oh, I didn't have any nauseous this weekend. Last week, my first week, I did. This week, I did not have a nauseous feeling. Also, last week, I mentioned on Wednesday and Thursday, the food noise was starting to get louder and louder. This week, it happened on Thursday, yesterday, but it wasn't as bad as it was last week, when I was like, uh-oh, why am I wanting to eat? Or why am I hungry? And so this week I didn't get that feeling. This week was, my stomach felt full, but there were times where I still wanted to go and grab something to eat. And so I'm struggling, dealing with that. So next week, hopefully I'll have a better report on how I did with that behavior loop of wanting to eat when I'm not hungry. And we'll see what my next week's results is. I will put a couple images of what I ate this week. And with throughout the video, but it was nothing spectacular. I'm not following a no carb keto diet. I'm just eating portion control and what I have a taste for. But again, I don't have a taste for fast food or any of that nature. It's my appetite is really low, and I bought food that will support my weight loss journey. So I will see y'all next week. Until then, love and light. Bye.